Have you ever wondered if life owes you something, if there's something more to get out of it? Do you feel a great amount of pressure to achieve, to impress others, to build some sort of legacy or to justify your existence? It's a common thought, isn't it? This notion that life is a treasure chest waiting to be unlocked, a puzzle waiting to be solved. That if you just manifest the ideal circumstances in your mind into reality, then you can finally be happy. That you have to prove to the world that you are worthy of love, of success. But let's consider a different perspective, one put forth by some of the Eastern traditions and popularized by philosopher Alan Watts. He cautioned against this mindset, pointing out that it can lead to an endless cycle of striving and dissatisfaction. You see, the idea of getting something out of life suggests that there's a prize to be won, a finish line to be crossed. But life isn't a race, it's a journey. As Alan Watts once said, you can't get rid of the ego by telling it to go away. You must let go of the idea that there's something to get out of life, that somehow tomorrow will bring something better than today. Realize that the present moment is all you ever have. So, there's nothing to get out of life, you say, but what about our dreams, our ambitions, our goals? What if I told you that the key to fulfillment lies not in the future, but in this very moment? Picture yourself at the peak of a mountain, the wind whispering ancient secrets, the world spread out before you like a grand tapestry. But instead of marveling at the view, you're scanning the horizon, looking for the next mountain to climb. This, my friends, is how many of us live our lives. We're always striving for something more, something better, something just out of reach. We're so consumed with what might be that we miss the beauty of what is. The solution is so laughably simple. Realize that the present moment is all you ever have. This isn't about abandoning ambition or desire. It's about recognizing the richness of the present, the joy in the journey, not just the destination. So the secret to life isn't about getting more, but about appreciating what we already have, here and now. So if life isn't about getting something, then what's it about? This question nudges us towards a profound realization. Ask yourself, why are you presupposing that life has a purpose? Why should it? Perhaps the belief that there's something you need to achieve, somewhere you need to get, or something you have to prove isn't truly yours. Perhaps it's merely unconscious programming that you're following without fully understanding why. What if the notion that there is something more to get out of life is not a genuine insight, but rather a learned behavior ingrained in us without our conscious awareness? We often find ourselves following societal or cultural expectations without fully examining their origins or validity. Perhaps we've internalized these beliefs and they shape our perceptions without us realizing. Asking, what's the point of life? Is a bit like asking, what's the point of a piece of music? When you listen to a song, are you trying to get somewhere? Is there a goal in mind, such as reaching the end of the song as fast as possible so you can beat someone else? Or is experiencing and appreciating the song itself the whole point? Watts famously said, "The meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple, and yet everybody rushes around in a great panic, as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves." You're something the whole universe is doing in the same way that a wave is something that the whole ocean is doing. You are everything that's going on. You're not a stranger here. You're not an alien. You are what's happening. He emphasized that life is not a problem to be solved, but an experience to be relished. We've traveled through the illusion of getting something from life and the art of living in the present moment. We've discovered that life isn't a riddle to be unraveled or a trophy to be won. Rather, it's an intricate dance to be danced, a harmonious song to be sung, a vivid painting to be appreciated. In the end, life isn't about what you can get out of it, but what you can experience within it. There is nothing to get out of life. You're it. It's you. You are the point. So stop thinking you have to justify your existence. I'll leave you with a passage from Watts that summarizes everything. You are everything that's going on. There is no separate you apart from the unfolding of the universe. The idea of an isolated, independent self is an illusion. Just as a wave is not separate from the ocean, but a part of its constant movement, You are not separate from the cosmos, but a part of its continuous process. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions are all expressions of the larger whole. When you understand that you are the universe experiencing itself, you realize that there is no need to seek something outside yourself to find meaning or fulfillment. You are already part of the dance of existence, connected to everything around you. Embrace this connection, and you will see that life is not a struggle to achieve or obtain, but a flow to be experienced and enjoyed. In this realization, you find peace and contentment, knowing that you are and always have been exactly where you need to be.